Alright, so this video will demonstrate the importance of rotation, specifically the importance of being able to rotate the rib cage and pelvis in opposite directions in order to effectively generate intra-abdominal pressure and force. So in the book Anatomy Trains by Thomas Myers, so this book here, he presents the idea that the way muscles are arranged in series should be more closely investigated rather than looking at the individual muscle themselves. And so one of the series or chains of muscles that he highlights, he terms the spiral line. So you can see from this picture that the chain of muscle spirals around the front and back of the body as it moves from top to bottom. A good visual demonstration of the spiral line, or how muscles are oriented in a helix fashion, would be a Chinese finger trap, where I have a right and left-handed helix that spirals around the body from top to bottom. The orientation of these muscles in a spiral fashion indicates the importance of rotation, as you know, they're oriented in a helix versus straight up and down or side to side. So going from this Chinese finger trap, this would be like a magnified model of our torso. So this top disc would be like the bottom of our rib cage. The bottom disc would be like our pelvis. These elastic cords would be the muscle chains that wrap around the body. In this specific example, you could think of them as the internal and external obliques, how they intersect at a 90-degree angle. And then the balloon is our intra-abdominal contents. And so you'll notice if I spin these two discs in opposite directions, it produces a symmetrical compression of our abdominal contents. That symmetrical compression is very different than if I were to flex, extend, or side bend. You could see that I then lose the ability to symmetrically compress our abdominal contents. This is why, our right leg swings with our left arm while we're walking. It allows us to store energy when we're in that coiled position, and then release energy when we become uncoiled. So what this would look like is, as I'm swinging my right leg and left arm forward, I'm coiling, and this gives me the energy when I uncoil to come up to mid stance. The same thing happens when I'm running. Now when I'm in flight phase, that's when I will have maximal hip and shoulder separation. And so as my foot comes down towards the ground, I'm actually uncoiling, and that's what gives me the force necessary to be able to propel into my next flight phase. So hopefully this video is helpful in regards to why preserving or improving someone's ability to rotate is very important for force generation as well as efficient walking and running mechanics.